Happy Thursday. Welcome to the library with Miss Amanda on Steve Shetler Media. And last week we were talking about May Day traditions. So yesterday the 1st was the official start of a May Day. And just out of curiosity, how many people still do May Day baskets? We were hoping to get some done with my daughter to give to a couple of the neighbors. We haven't quite got that figured out yet, so hopefully they don't mind getting them a little bit later than May 1st. But our question last week was about May Day traditions, and one tradition is to wash your face with this to beautify your skin. So the May Day tradition is to wash your face with the dew from the May Day morning. So that would have been yesterday, May 1st. Supposedly, the moisture produced by nature was seen by the ancients as a sacred entity, vital to make things grow. So the dew from the May Day morning was therefore deemed to be the holy water of the Druids, and sprinkling it on oneself assured the healthy dose of vitality, beauty, and good fortune for the rest of the year. So I don't know if they can do a do-over. Maybe this morning you guys can still get some dew and it would still count. But that is supposedly one of the traditions that people do. My question this week, so May 4th is a big holiday. Not only is it my mother's birthday, but it is also May the 4th be with you. It's Star Wars Day. So my question is about Star Wars this week. I thought that would be fun to do. My question is, aside from May the Force be with you, one line appears in Star Wars films more than any other. What is it? So this is a multiple choice this week. So May the Force be with you is one of the big lines. There's one other line that appears in pretty much every Star Wars movie. So it's multiple choice. So is it A, it's a trap? B, I find your lack of faith disturbing. C, I have a bad feeling about this. Or D, do or do not, there is no try. So what do you think the answer is to that? I'll tell you at the end of my segment. Books you don't want to miss this month. I had a patron stop and ask me about this particular series that we have. There was a couple more published that we hadn't gotten, so they really wanted us to get it, so we finished out the series. But I have not read these. They seem very interesting though. The first one in the series is called Pork Pie Pandemonium, and this is Albert Smith's Culinary Capers. It's a culinary mystery series, and each one features a different dog on the front of them, which is so stinking cute. But this first one is called Pork Pie Pandemonium, and these are all by Steve Higgs. So baking, it can get a guy killed. When a retired detective, superintendent, sorry, words are hard. When a retired detective superintendent chooses to take a culinary tour of the British Isles, he hopes to find tasty treats and delicious bakes. What he finds is a clue to a crime and the ingredients for his pork pie. His dog, Rex Harrison, super cute, an ex-police dog fired for having a bad attitude, cannot understand why the humans are struggling to solve the mystery. He can already smell the answer. It's right before their noses. He'll pitch in to help his human and the shop owner's teenage daughter as the trio set out to save the shop from closure. Is the rival pork pie shop across the street to blame? Or is there something far more sinister going on? One thing is for sure, what started out as a bit of fun is getting deadlier by the hour, and they'd better work out what the dog knows soon, or it could be curtains for them all. So I know at least part of the books are from the dog's perspective. So super cute little series. Like I said, I had a patron that said they're just so good. And actually, I think some of my staff has read this and said the same. But Pork Pie Pandemonium is the first one in that series, Albert Smith's Culinary Capers by Steve Higgs. My second set of books are kids' books. I don't usually do a lot of easy books, picture books on here, but we got all of these new Dr. Seuss books in. Love Dr. Seuss. And these are actually ones about kind of springtime, summertime things. So one is about trees. I can name 50 trees today. Another one is Oh Say Can You Seed, about seeds, all about flowering plants. Oh Say Can You Say What's the Weather Today, and it's all about the weather. And Oh My a Butterfly, all about butterflies. So these are super cute Dr. Seuss style books, so of course they're all in rhyme, but great illustrations, a lot of information. It has a story, but then it also has just little trivia bits about the different things that are going on. Oh, it's got an index too, that's kind of cool. And it also has in the back, which I really, really like, is for further reading. So it gives you some ideas if you want to go over this specific subject a little more in depth. So it gives you some other ideas for different books to read after these. So these are the Cat in the Hat's Learning Library series. So we have some of these already, but these are the new ones to us. All right, upcoming programs. So we are done with toddler time and after school programs for the school year. We are gearing up for summer. So we take all of May and, we take all of May and gear up for our summer. I do a lot of talks with different librarians and stuff, and everybody, even libraries bigger than us, are just flabbergasted with all the things we do in the summertime. And yes, it's a lot, but it is so much fun. And you guys have made our summer so spectacular that we can still offer all of the great things for every summer we do. So in May, we just have our 3 adult programs. So we have our book club on May 18th. They're featuring Beartown by Frederick Backman. I think I featured that last week. Last week or the week before I featured that one. If you'd like to learn about that, go back to my videos and check it out. Or you can come to the library. We have several copies of it if you'd like to read it and join our book club chat on May 18th at 10 a.m. We also have our Cook the Book event is on May 6th, so next Monday, and we're featuring our book, I Love Nap Time Cookbook. So, yeah, it's super easy recipes. They're all ones that supposedly you can make in under an hour. If you'd like to participate come look at the cookbook at the front desk, pick your recipe, and then just make that recipe and bring it to the event on May 6th at 6 p.m. and it's like a potluck style social time. It's really fun. And then our freezer meals in May, the pickups will be May 21st and 22nd. That cutoff date will be, let's see, my cutoff will be next Friday, the 10th, for sign up. So you can sign up for a half set that feeds 2 for $70, or you can sign up for a full set that feeds 4 for $135. And then our summer programs. So we have a ton of stuff planned for the summer. I have my schedules already made. I will be sending those to the kiddos at the elementary here in Sigourney. They will get our June, July calendars as well as a registration form that will have a QR code so you can sign up online if you would like to. They will get those before school gets out this month. And we are partnering with the Expo. Super excited. I talked to the Expo board and they agreed to let us partner with them during the county fair in May, or not May, sorry, in July, not May. They agreed to partner with us, and so we are bringing all of our big performers to the Expo during Fair Week. So from that Sunday through that Monday of fair, we will have a big performer out there. So we're starting off that Sunday with life-size dinosaurs. So good kickoff for the fair, good kickoff for us, for our performers. So be on the lookout for more information on our summer stuff as we get it published. All right, my patron question of the week. So we have a lot of people come in that are asking for a very specific thing, but they don't have a lot of information on the items. So one of my favorites, somebody came in, this was a long time ago, like when I first started, and asked me specifically this question, which I was able to answer. I knew exactly what they were talking about, but let's see if you guys can figure it out from this little bit of information. Do you have that new book You know, the one with the blue cover and the house on the front of it. So, I don't know if you guys know, but several times, books are published with different covers. So, when people come in, I'm not always able to figure out what they're talking about without doing a little bit of research. But this particular book, every single version of it that I've seen has a very similar cover. So I knew exactly what they were talking about. They were talking about The Shack by William Young, and it was super popular at the time. But just think, if somebody came into your job and gave you such a vague question, would you be able to figure it out? Those are some of my favorites because I love doing research and finding answers for people that just can't quite remember the author or the name of the book. But that was one of my favorites. All right, our trivia question of the week is, "May the Force be with you," is one of the lines in Star Wars that appears a lot, but there's one more line that appears more than any other. And your options were, "It's a trap," "I find your lack of faith disturbing," "I have a bad feeling about this," "Do or do not, there is no try." So the line that appears in every single version or every single movie in Star Wars in some variation is, "I have a bad feeling about this." And I don't know if you guys have seen Star Wars, but if you rewatch them or are watching them for the first time, keep your eyes out or your ears open for that line because it is in every single Star Wars movie. I have a bad feeling about this. But that's all I have for you guys this week. Next week, I will have another trivia question and some more information for you about the goings-on at the library. Other than that, have a great week. And if you do anything fun for May the 4th be with you Star Wars Day, let me know below. I'd love to hear what you have going on. Bye, guys.